Good morning, day 156, cooking down the freezer, pantry, and refrigerator. So I tried to get a couple of screenshots of my before refrigerator or freezer. They aren't the best, but what a difference. So I'm going to keep going because I still think my freezer has a lot in it, and I still have another whole freezer at my mom's. So even though I don't want to deplete my whole freezer stock, I do want to cut it in half, because if something happens to the power, I don't have to worry so much about how I'm going to keep my food from going bad. So my son gave me a little tiny generator that would be enough to keep the freezer food going. So I'm very thankful to him for that. And hopefully I don't have to use it, but if I do, I'll be prepared. So I was trying to take, Rhoda Stone suggested, because I hadn't taken a before picture of my freezer, so she suggested I take a screenshot. So I tried to do that, and my phone is not real reliable on taking screenshots. Sometimes it works, but most of the time it doesn't, per the directions of how to do it. So anyway, I did the best I could, but you can definitely see the difference even though the pictures of the before are not that great. So today I'm hoping to get out into the garden again. I'm sure everything's wet. Yesterday it rained most of the day, and now the sun is shining, and I'm sure my little plants are going to be very happy today because it'll be a wonderful day for new little plants. Tomorrow, the whole scenario changes because the next 2 days after today, it's going to be in the low 90s, and I hope they don't fry. That was a lot of work getting them to this point to have them all fry outside. Well, we'll see what happens. Mother Nature can be cruel or kind, one or the other. So anyway, yesterday I took advantage of the day. It was just gloomy and chilly, and it was not a pretty day. But it was a nice day for inside drinking tea and coffee and lighting candles and doing a little cleanup that I let go while I was outside. So I want to show you just what I did temporarily so that I could actually live in my kitchen after my shelving fell down. So on the bad days, eventually I'm going to start working on putting up the new shelving. So let me show you what my temporary solution is. All right, so here it is. I had bought, these are separate little shelves. I just have them stacked on each other. And I had bought these, 3 months ago maybe, I'm not sure. But those will actually go on the shelving once I get the shelving put up. And I have a ton of spices here, actually 3 roundy rounds, that'll also be going on the shelves. But I can live with this until I get the shelves up. So this is what it looks like now, and I'm not sure. It might stay this way until fall or winter, because I'm going to be doing other things outside, and I do want to get back to my walking. I was finding that was too much with the gardening, so I'm going to have to do either or, and yesterday was just too nasty to go walking, so, but I didn't give it up. I'm still going to do the walking. So anyway, that's what I temporarily did. My oil bottles have decreased since that disaster, and all the oil went all over the place. But it actually looks less cluttered now because I put all my little things that were on the shelf that fell down in the drawers, like the measuring spoons and all that stuff. So those will always live in there, even once I get my shelving up. All right, well, I'm going to move on and do some other things now and enjoy my coffee and make my bloom sheet up for the day. And I want to do a little companion planting with the things that I already have out, so I want to plant some seeds. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. So I was able to get a few screenshots of my refrigerator or my freezer before, so I took a few shots of what a mess. Oh my God, you cannot put one more thing in there. So maybe the universe was trying to help me out by having this problem come up. So here it is after, and I'm loving it. On my way to my daughter's, she called me to ask me to help her move in empty boxes, so that's what I'm going to do. So breakfast this morning is some of those Lance's crackers and a cup of on-the-go coffee. So I'll be doing that for a while, and then maybe this afternoon I'll go plant some things. All right, I will be back later. So this is breakfast, day 156. Today I started setting up this little seating area. I made some progress, and then I scored something big, garbage picking. Let me show you. So my neighbor was throwing this away, and it's a very nice pallet that I'm going to turn into a little herb garden or something. It's not going to stay here, but I've been wanting a pallet for quite a while, and this one's brand new. So that was a good score. Dinner, day 156. Yep, I garbage picked that pallet right in front of the neighbor. So anyway, I have no shame. Let's see what's for dinner. All right, I think I know what I'm going to have. I have all that coleslaw, and I still have buns, and I have these vegan hot dogs. So I'm going to have those, and then I'm going to have my coleslaw, and I'm going to get ready and relax because I'm tired. All right, here's the coleslaw. And I think that's going to do it for today. Of course, mustard and ketchup. All right, I'll meet you at the stove. I had a very productive day today. I have this sweet potato that I got in one of my boxes, the flash food boxes, and that needs to be eaten. So I'm going to make some sweet potato fries out of that. And I still have buns, and they're not moldy, so those are good. And I'm microwaving 2 of my vegan hot dogs in water for 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and I'll see if they're done. All right, I'm going to cut this up and see what's inside. Okay, I scrubbed up the sweet potato, and it's looking good. So I'm going to peel it though, and then I'm going to do it in my air fryer, because that'll be the easiest. And I hate cooking things in oil because it makes such a mess. It sprays everywhere. So whenever I can, I try and use my air fryer. Plus it's less calories. I don't eat a lot of fried foods, so gotta watch the cholesterol, and at my age, you know, you gotta be a little careful with what you put in your mouth. So okay, I'll be back in a little bit and get these in the air fryer. Okay, so I have my sweet potato fries in here, and I'm going to add some garlic oil. And I save these old bags for things like this. So this is just some garlic oil. And I'm going to coat them. And then I can throw the bag away. A little bit more. I want to use this up. You can do this in a bowl too, whatever suits your fancy. And then I've got some roasted garlic and herb seasoning that I'm going to season this with. And that has salt in it. It's not salt-free. All right, so that should be tasty, very garlicky, I'm hoping. And then I'm just going to air fry this on my French fry setting. And I'll be back. Okay, dinner is done. The fries are looking good. My default on the air fryer for French fries is 20 minutes. That's too long because these are not real fat. So these went about 12 minutes and they seem to be just right. So here is my vegan hot dog. And I just boiled that in the microwave. You can put it on the grill too, but I'm not going to do that. This is dill mustard I get from Walmart. It's really good. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on, but this is already mustard coleslaw, so I don't need too much. And then I'm just going to top my hot dog with this coleslaw. And I think it'll be very tasty. I really, really like this mustard coleslaw. It's really good. And I'll just eat the rest like that. And then I have just my raspberry iced tea that I always make. So there we go. Very inexpensive meal. I used up the sweet potato. I only had one. And something from the freezer and produce. So there we go. All right, there is dinner, day 156. Okay, I'm going to try my fries. Those are really good. Very garlicky, if you like garlic. Those are delicious. Let me try my hot dog. You have to try this coleslaw. It's really, really good. Think outside the box and use what you have, and you will save a ton of money. I'm going to enjoy this. I might even have a second hot dog. All right, I'll be back later. Well, it's the end of another fairly productive day. I did get some things done in the garden. I didn't get anything planted, but I did set up some things and cleaned up some things. And so tomorrow, maybe I'll start on my deck, but I have to get the garden cleaned up so that it doesn't look like such a mess. So I think with that palette, I may use that somewhere up on my deck. I'm not sure yet where I'm going to put it, but I've always wanted to get a palette and see if I could make something with it, because I've seen so many cool videos on what people do with a palette, and since that was a brand new clean one, I thought I couldn't pass that up. So I am going to stain it the same color as my deck, and that'll protect it somewhat as well. But I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do with it. But I'm going to watch some videos and see if I can come up with some good ideas. So I'm glad I got done what I got done. And tomorrow is going to be very hot, so I'll be working in the shade, so I'll have to pick some things to do in the shade tomorrow, because it's going to be way too hot to work in the sun. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.